Hey guys, Nick here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to jump into Davinci Resolve and do something really quick and simple, but also something to get asked about a lot, and that is dealing with transitions and changing your default transition. So let's jump into Davinci Resolve. So what we're going to do is just create a quick timeline, nothing awesome, just a quick test. And I'm just going to drag a couple of images just so we can have a look at our transition from a previous tutorial, how to create a 3D Earth. If you want to check that one, I'll leave a link up above. So let's drag these down. And normally, if you wanted to add a transition between these two, you can go to your effects tab up the top left, and then you have video transitions, and you've got your list of video transitions here, and you can just click them, drag them, and then from there, you can click and drag this little doohickey here, which is going to give you the transition speed. And then in your inspector on the right hand side, we can also do a few things here. We can easy in and out and all this sort of stuff, change how it kind of reacts. Now, if you want to delete it, you can just click on that transition there, delete, and we can drag another one down. Same sort of deal, play it through, and we can go through and we can change that. If we select the transition, we can go over here and we can change some things. So we can change the color if we want to. I don't know how much that does, give it a bit of a border. You know, we've got some things that we can do, and that is how you sort of affect your transitions. Now, if you're editing a large project, you're going to want to know how to easily add transitions in, and it is just Command T or Control T if you're on a Windows. So what you're going to want to do is select the clip that you kind of want to have the transition added to and just hit Command T, and it will add that transition to the end. Or better still, you can click in between the two clips, highlight it so it's green, Command T again, and there you go, you get a transition. All right, but by default, this is going to be, I think my current one is smooth cut, and you can tell that by this little red marker there. If you want to change this transition, you can just right click on any transition in your video transition section. Let's go to oval iris, right click, and go set as standard transition. You can see now that that is marked by the red. So if we click this, delete it, and then add another one by the hotkey we said, now we get that oval transition. And just as before, we can go through and we can add a border, do all kinds of different things to that transition. So we have our transition there. But what if that is not long enough? One of the things I notice when I'm editing my video is that I use my default transitions a lot. And when you are using your default transitions all the time, you want to make sure the timing is good. So currently, this is how long that transition goes for. And if you know you are going to be using it a lot, you can change the length of that transition. So to do that, we can go up to Davinci Resolve up in the top here, and we go to Preferences, and then under User and Editing, you're gonna go down to Standard Transition Duration, and we can change it. So we could change it to, let's just do something drastic here, 24 frames, and go Save. And now if I click here and do my Command T or Control T, now we get a full 1 second transition. So you can see that that can definitely save you a lot of time if you plan on using a couple of different transitions quite frequently. I currently have it set to 6, which I find is pretty good for what I use it for. I currently have it set to smooth cut, which is really good for trying to get a decent, I guess not as jarring cut between two different clips of you talking. And so yeah, you can see that by adding that there, it's a pretty quick transition. But if you wanted to speed that up, you can also just go into Preferences. So that's it for this video, guys. A real quick one, just to talk you through default transitions in Davinci Resolve and how you can edit that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more content. And yeah, until the next video, guys, see ya.